Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to An Arcade Plays Plague Inc. Evolved. Today, Plague Inc. has been updated, and it has been updated to have a new featured mode for custom scenarios. So if you are someone who wants to create a custom scenario, now is the time, as Endemic will possibly select yours to be featured, and it will be on the front page when you open up custom scenarios. So when you open up, it pops up with a little featured, and it has featured scenarios. I have personally played a couple of these. I think I played Clockwork and Nature's Revenge. I might have played Nature's Revenge, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if I played Nature's Revenge, I can't remember. But I know I haven't played Algium, and it's number 5, and so is Decay, so I'll have to play both of those. So I'm going to play Algium. This single-celled organism has realized it can infect animals to further grow and reproduce, and has started by infecting the human race. Help it grow, develop, and mutate into something well beyond the imagination. Alright, let's play this. So it is a virus. I'm going to use Catalytic Switch, Darwinus, Aquasite, Extremophile, and yeah, let's use Transmission one. I'm gonna play as normal, and we are going to go this. Toenail cancer. The algae have risen. This single-celled plant has realized it can infect animals to further grow and reproduce, and has started by infecting the human race. Help it grow, develop, and evolve into something humanity could never have fathomed. Mutation. Select the country to mutate the first algae. These plants like humid environments and are more effective in large numbers of hosts. So India is our way to go. Good old India. It's a fantastic starting point. So, yes. My good friend Let's Play Willy, or Wandom Will, enjoys starting in Saudi Arabia like I used to, back when I started playing Plague Inc., but I have migrated to India, so, I don't know, I prefer India now. It just seems like it spreads quicker. Alright, so let's open up our trees, look through transmissions. Host honing. Cells able to adapt and connect more with hosts. Increases infectivity in urban environments as well as mutation chance. Chlorophyll cells. The amount of chlorophyll in cells increases, allowing them to exist outside hosts without need for their nutrients, especially effective in neural environments. Amoebic movement. Cells are able to move by extending tendrils and dragging themselves along. This is a slow process, but it is better than nothing. Increases infectivity. That sounds brutal. Thin walls. The cell wall becomes able to stretch out and catch current in blood veins and water streams. I was confused for a second when it said current. Flaking walls. Cell walls become so thin they begin to split apart, reducing cell severity but allowing it to be able so... Wait, what? Be able... It doesn't say able. Why am I saying able? Be so movable that it can travel through air. I'm sorry, I can't really talk today. Spontaneous awakening. Mutates the algae in a random place to become part of the evolution. Okay, so that's like spores. So I'm going to pick a transmission one. I think the thin one that reduces severity is pretty useful. So elastic walls. Cell walls are able to reshape themselves, slightly increasing effectiveness in hot and cold environments. Oh, you don't tell me what you do. That's not very nice. Alright, so let's jump into symptoms. Multicellular. Cells gain the ability to morph together into large groups to function as one body. Transparency. The cells become more transparent throughout, making it harder to study. So that's, I'm assuming, like medicine. Protective cell walls. Cell walls become more resistant to hot and cold temperatures. That's pretty good. They've bundled it into one. That's very good. Unstable strands. The DNA of the cell becomes more unstable and are more likely to mutate on their own. Okay. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I like this. There is no genetic mutation at the moment, but I do have the lovely virus ability, so that's very good. I'm going to grab transparency and protective cell wall. Ooh, this has opened up quite a lot of variables. DNA shuffle. The DNA in the cells rewrite to push back lab studies. Okay, so that's our genetic reshuffle. Dilute cell density. Researching the cells is harder due to organelles becoming more spread apart in the cell body. Cold resistant wall 1, heat resistant wall 1, I think we know what both those do. Climate resistant wall, the cell walls retain water, making cells more effective in both humid and arid countries. Ooh, drug resistant wall. Okay, so this all branches out into our normal environment. Very, very cool. This is set out extremely professionally, and I love it. Toenail cancer infects hundreds. Okay, doke. I don't know why I called it toenail cancer. I could have called it poison ivy or something creative, but I'm not. So there's always that. Yes. Alright, so I'm kind of looking for something that reduces severity, but I suppose we could just use a spore and plop myself in another country. We are in New Zealand. Very good. What? What is that? Rittators. I don't know what that means. Unsatisfied with their working condition, have put forward a motion to require readers to subscribe to a paywall. Community fully supportive. I don't know what Rittators is. I think it means writers. Please let me know if I'm wrong. Okay, so let's grab... I kind of want to grab heat resistance to move India a bit, but cold resistance because Russia is pretty useless without cold resistance. So let's grab cold resistance just as a precaution. Multicellular symptom mutated. So we are still moving in India quite quickly, so I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. 23 DNA points, so let's move towards our drug resistance and climate resistance, both humid and arid countries. It's pretty useful. So we're getting a bit of resistance in our countries, getting things moving along. Hopefully, we can do well. Alright, so we're starting to spread around now that we have begun to leave India. Very, very helpful. Alright, so what shall we grab next? Effectiveness in hot and cold environments. Sounds good. Let's grab that. So it's kind of a mixture to what I'm used to. There's some hot and cold resistance in transmissions. There's some spores in transmissions. It's very different. I'm keen to see where the symptom tree goes. And as I normally do now with our new custom scenarios, I'm going to be using cheats at the end just so I can read the rest of all the stuff. This is pretty much the initiation of the plague, in where I try to win. Alright, so we've got 37 DNA points, let's use it. We have a couple more symptoms. Strands. Cells can string together to form strands that travel further in single cells. Increases infectivity and is not very noticeable. That's pretty good. Let's grab that. Complex congealations. Cells are able to form complex organisms. Very simple. Blobs. Cells can congeal to form blobs that cause discomfort in host. Okay, that's going to increase severity. Don't want that. Longer strands. Larger groups of cells string together in order to travel further distances. Slightly noticeable, but increases infectivity. I apologize. I'm having such a bad time trying to create some form of speech recognition. I'm currently just talking terribly. I've just so bad. Alright, let's grab our lovely plant cells. Organelle strength. The organelles in the cells become resilient to harmful stimuli. Increases effectiveness in rich and urban environments. Helpful. Bubbles. Cells can bubble up in the heat, and whenever they are not suppressed by drugs and antibiotics, bubbles increase infectivity in poor and hot climates. Pretty useful. Amoebic movement increases infectivity. That's pretty simple. And this one increases infectivity in urban and as well as increases mutation chance. Alright, let's read some of the new stuff that we've gotten. Longer tendrils. More efficient movement allows the cells to travel quicker. Pretty simple. Minor host control. Cells can now slightly increase hosts to perform actions that spread the cells, increases land transmission and infectivity. Strenuous honing. Cells put stress on the DNA structure in order to multiply faster, increases infectivity and mutation chance. I'm going to grab this one because it increases land transmission. Self-control. Cells have complete jurisdiction over themselves and can decide whether to use host bodies or not. Increases land transmission as well as rich and poor effectiveness. Not much has increased severity at the moment, so I'm very happy about that. Still fairly unnoticed. And that's what I love. We are spreading around now. Okay, so something has mutated. Let's have a look-see. It has gotten us noticed, whatever it is. Oh, jeez. We've unloaded a whole tree. Organisms. Cells now gain the ability to permanently form connections with other cells to morph into unique organisms. Oh, that's beautiful. Tubes. Tubes function as a form of insulation, and cells in this form are somewhat resistant to the effects of temperature. Masses. In the masses, cells can distribute nutrients evenly amongst themselves, increases effectiveness in humid and arid environments, but causes moderate irritation in hosts. Mishap. Cells can now form random mishappen congelations and that have no real purpose. This uncertainty increases mutation chance and makes it more difficult to study cells. That is actually pretty good. Planes. Cells can now form flat sheets that are good at catching both air and water currents, somewhat noticeable. Alright. So we are noticed now, unfortunately. Not much we can do about it. I'll get some research resistance. Hopefully, though, no form of cure will happen for a while. Toenail Cancer Awareness Day. Caribbean is working on a cure. Okay, so the Caribbean is working on a cure. I don't know why they're kind of putting their fingers into it, considering they're not even infected yet. But I suppose if that's what you're interested in, I guess that's how things roll. We're on the watch list now, so the cure is going to go a lot quicker. It's not going as fast as I'd assume, but I suppose that's a good thing. Australia is leading global cure effort. My damn country is working against me. How dare they? Alright, so let's grab drug resistance 2. I'm going to increase mutation chance now. And let's grab you. Ooh, what's this? Strength Control Awakening unlocks doors to hidden genes. Sounds good. Animal Control. Cells can now use animals besides humans as hosts, increases infectivity over land, especially in rural areas. Ooh. Symptoms are the same. Alright. Cool beans. Alright, so we're really spreading around now. I've upgraded our cold resistance, so hopefully we can get into Greenland, which is one of those countries that likes to not get infected. Infectivity is about halfway there. I kind of want to get a bit more infected. Increases infectivity and mutation chance. Algae awakened in 2 more places. Alright, so we have spores. I completely forgot about that. We're in Greenland. We're in Caribbean. Alright, where are we not? We are everywhere. Alright, so we can pretty much just upgrade mutation all the way and watch this thing go to town on the world. So let's do that. Alright, the fabric of the DNA undoes itself, mutation chance is much higher. The structure of DNA breaks down, mutation chance is greatly increased. Alright, so I'll grab the last one and then hopefully my little plague takes the world to Browntown. And for any of our young viewers watching, I'm glad you don't understand what that means, and if you do, you need some serious therapy. Okay. I need 59 DNA points for complete and utter mutation devastation. I'll read a couple of the symptoms once I grab that. 59 DNA points. Come on, baby. Lucky number 7. Come on. Give me some sweet, sweet DNA points. Alright, 52, 55. Come on. You can do it. I also enjoy how Plague Inc. is now increasing the population. It didn't used to do that before, so I'm very glad that they've implemented that. Alright, so, wow, we have a couple more symptoms. But let's grab final mutation. Alright, let's have a read. So we read all these except the middle ones. Warped planes. The planes can now be greatly warped and misshapen, increases resistances, and cells are harder to study in lab conditions. Swift-moving masses. Masses are harder to detect and are more resilient to temperature and environments, but cause greater discomfort to hosts. Itchiness. The bulbs under the skin cause hosts mild itchiness, scratching, spreads cells, increases infectivity, especially in urban environments. Winged blobs. Blobs can now flap frantically and fly for a time, increases infectivity, and is very noticeable. I don't doubt that at all. Wing stability. Organisms perfect the form of wings. Looks like a kangaroo. Walking creatures. Cells are massed to imitate their own structure, forming large tendrils that they use to walk. This makes them quite mobile and also very noticeable. Worm creatures. Cells can slither about in a manner that avoids detection but irritates hosts greatly. Harder to study in lab conditions. Alright, cool. Genome is fully sequenced. That's going to increase the cure a little bit. Not too much devastation though. So now at the moment I'm just going to amass some DNA points and use my genetic reshuffles to lower the cure percentage. But I'm pretty sure the mutation is going to pretty much do everything for me. There's not much lethality at the moment now that I think about things. Is there lethality in this? It might just be one of those end game things that a lot of plagues have. So hopefully I will be okay. 24 for a genetic reshuffle. Alright. Walking creatures has mutated. So I need 24 DNA points to drop the cure. So how's your day doing, everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic day, as I always wish you do. Let's grab that genetic reshuffle. Alright, symptoms. What have we got now? Animalistic instincts. Organism lunge and attack at any humans that notice them. Okay, it's getting lethal now. Tendrils are now viable weapons that can be used as such. Alright, so we're getting weapons. We're weaponizing the plague. It's kind of a slow weaponization, but nevertheless. What's this? Aerial predators. The organisms become masters of the sky and learn new and better ways to attack and infect other species. That's going to drastically increase in, lethality. Air dominance. The organisms become masters of the air and learn all ways to survive and thrive within. Alright. Pretty cool. The cure is going pretty quickly still. A little bit concerned about it. But I hope we'll be okay. Lethality is jumping extremely, so I dare say that I'm going to be okay. I'm going to grab another genetic reshuffle just as a precaution. Hopefully mutation helps me out. Hopefully. There it is. Air dominance. That's going to increase lethality, as I recall. Deceit. Worm organisms greatly improve their ability to be difficult to study in lab conditions. That's helpful. Jawed claws. Ooh. Sharp prongs were not enough, but the claws with jaws, now those should do. Sounds very despicable. Nuclear explosion in the USA. Huge nuclear explosion in the USA has released a vast cloud of radioactive particles. Cause unknown, but locations suggest failure and sabotage of nuclear power plant containment systems. Sorry, America. Shit happens, I guess. Jesus. In the midst of a extinction, and they get nuked. Lone predator. The organisms learn the weakness of all species and pose a potential threat to their existence. Ooh. And proceed to eliminate them. What's this last one? Sentience. The organisms and cells are now able to think and act for themselves. And that will be the end of the symptom tree. Cool. So as long as we grab sentience, we will be unstoppable. Alright, so I just need to read the rest of transmissions and abilities. Being! Congratulations, you've managed to eradicate humanity and doom their bodies to use as nutrients for the sentient algae. What will happen next? Will the algae reign forever, or will another species rise up and overthrow them? It's up to you to decide in the next rendition. Thanks for playing. Thank you for creating the plague. It was a very interesting one. Alright, I only got one biohazard symbol, but that's probably because the cure was so high and I took so long. Alright, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching my play. Now it's into cheating. Okay, welcome back. So I've changed metabolic hijack so I don't need to worry about little pop-ups, but I've kept pretty much everything else the same. Gonna go... I'll just keep it normal, I can't be bothered. Unlimited strain, of course. Why the hell would I not pick anything else? And let's... I don't know... Turbo strain just to make things go quickly. And we're going to call this... Catwoman. Alright. So, just to be a poop, we're going to start in America. Alright. We are in the America. So, let's grab some junk. Grab all the resistances straight up. We'll just unlock all these now and I'll read them afterwards. That's mutation. I don't want to touch that at the moment. So I'll just grab all these. They are going to get me noticed. That's okay though. I think I'll be okay. I think I'll just steer clear of the yellow ones at the moment. And yeah, that should just about do it. Alright, so protective tendrils. The tendrils surrounding the cell in lab conditions, making it harder to observe and research. So that's pretty much drug resistance, cure resistance 2. Cell walls are much more resilient to cold temperatures. Cell walls are essentially make the cell walls no longer affected by temperature. That's pretty useful. I think I got that already. So yes. And what did I not touch in here? I don't think I got this one. Morphic walls. The cell walls are much more adaptive, making the cells better at transversing in both air and water. That's very useful. Let's grab that. Spontaneous Awakening 3 causes 3 more awakenings and makes other algae more likely to be influenced by a mutation. Nice. Strength Control Awakening unlocks doors to hidden genes. I got that one before. I did not actually see the genes though. Spontaneous Awakening 4? Yeah, 4. Algae is remaining in all remaining countries awakened. That's a bit OP. Aerosail. Cells now have the ability to sail through the air for extremely long amounts of time, almost to the point of being able to fly. Increases air and land transmission. Liquidation. Cells become much more adaptive to the water and are able to thrive both with and without it. Increases water transmission as well in arid and humid countries. Very cool. Cell strength. All parts of the cell and tendrils become stronger, making the cell more resilient and increases infectivity. Resilience. Cells resilient to outside influences, increasing drug resistance and greatly increasing infectivity. Self-control. We read that one, we just didn't unlock it. And let's grab Spontaneous Awakening and let's infect every country. Why the hell not? It's a bit OP. Alright, so let's see this. This is gonna lag. I can feel it. Alright, so is that every country? Nope, just Spain and France remain. I think, yep, one more. There we go. Alright, we're in every country. So, let's grab this mutation tree. And I'll keep this genetic reshuffles for now. And let's start opening up these things. I'll steer clear of the yellow ones for now. Actually, no, I don't really care. I think I'm going to be fine, to be honest. Alright, so I've grabbed all those. I'm just steering away from the lethality at the moment. So I think I read all these. I don't think I read that one. Prongs. No, I read that one. Yep, okay, I read that one. Alright. New disease spreading? Oh god. When did that happen? And yeah, that's how cheating wins. Alright, so let's grab all the lethality and insta-win. I'm gonna steer clear of sentience. I wanna murder a couple more people before things get a little... sentience mutated, god damn it. Alright, well, this has been me cheating, and it's gonna pop up any second. Unless it requires a certain amount of people to be dead. In which case I'm not gonna be done. So, do I have any cure yet? I do, 5%. Let's get rid of that straight away. None of that. Alright, that should do it. Alright! Bing! We are done. Alright. 3 biohazard symbols. I know, I'm pretty good. 114 days. It's like I was cheating or something. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a fantastic day. If you did enjoy this video, please like, favorite, subscribe, share, and post a comment in the comment section. I'd like to know any suggestions you have for future plague names, and I'd like you to have a fantabulation stay. Toodaloo!